The Battle of Actium, fought on September 2nd, 31st BC, was a decisive confrontation in the final war of the Roman Republic. This naval battle was fought between the forces of Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus, and the combined forces of Mark Antony and Cleopatra VII of Egypt. The battle took place near the promontory of Actium in the Ionian Sea, off the western coast of Greece. In the years leading up to the battle, the Roman Republic was racked by internal conflict. Following the assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 BC, a power struggle ensued between his supporters and those who sought to restore the Republic. Among Caesar's most prominent supporters were Mark Antony, one of his generals and right-hand men, and Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and heir. The two initially formed the Second Triumvirate with Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, but tensions eventually led to a breakdown in their alliance. Mark Antony aligned himself with Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, both politically and romantically. This alliance was partly strategic. Cleopatra provided Antony with substantial resources and naval power. However, their relationship also became a point of contention and propaganda. Octavian exploited it to portray Antony as having been seduced by a foreign queen and neglecting his Roman duties, a narrative that helped him gain support in Rome. In the lead-up to Actium, Antony and Cleopatra amassed a considerable fleet and stationed themselves in Greece. Octavian, with his trusted commander Agrippa, prepared his own naval forces. Agrippa played a crucial role in Octavian's strategy, leading a series of preliminary actions that disrupted Antony's supply lines and weakened his position. This strategic blockade was vital in diminishing Antony and Cleopatra's capability to sustain their forces. On the day of the battle, Antony commanded his fleet from a large quinquereme, while Cleopatra's ships were positioned behind his, ready to retreat if necessary. The battle commenced with both sides deploying their ships in a line formation. Octavian's fleet, although slightly smaller in number, was better trained and more maneuverable. Agrippa's tactics focused on using these advantages to outflank and outmaneuver Antony's larger but less agile vessels. As the battle progressed, it became evident that Octavian's forces had the upper hand. The turning point came when Cleopatra, observing the unfavorable course of the battle, decided to flee with her contingent of ships. Seeing his ally and lover retreat, Antony made the fateful decision to break off and follow her, effectively abandoning his fleet. This move demoralized his forces, leading to a swift collapse of their resistance. The aftermath of the battle saw Octavian emerge as the unchallenged master of the Roman world. Antony and Cleopatra fled to Egypt, where they ultimately took their own lives in the face of Octavian's relentless pursuit. Their deaths marked the end of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt and the conclusion of the Roman Republic's internal wars. In the years following Actium, Octavian consolidated his power and, in 27 BC, was granted the title of Augustus by the Roman Senate, becoming the first emperor of Rome. This transition from republic to empire had profound implications for Roman governance and set the stage for centuries of imperial rule. The Battle of Actium thus stands as a pivotal moment in Roman history, symbolizing the end of the Republic and the dawn of the Roman Empire.